My name is Kayla Margaret Lindsay Moss. I am going into the National Guard.
My name is Logan Hunter Groff, and I'm serving under the Army.
I'm Jason Reed, and I graduated from East Penn in 2005. I was in the Marine Corps.
My name is Chris Vanetz. I graduated from East Pennsboro in 2004. Currently a lieutenant in the Army.
I think it'll really get me to my future goals in having a base education because it already paid for my college. I'm free for that, and it'll get me my job, my future stability, and a base to build up on.
In the Army, I've already decided with MOS, 31 Bravo, which is military police. I feel like it's best for me right now when I go into military and also in my future because I've always wanted to go criminal justice and pursue a career possibly in intelligence or just being a police officer. I've always felt like that's best for me.
So in high school, I was in a really small group of friends. I was very comfortable. I didn't really go outside of that safety circle. That was a big thing for the military. It set me somewhere where I've never been with people I've never been. It forced me to socialize, forced me to get used to uncomfortable situations. And that was something I wanted, and it helped me, push me from that socially awkward teenager to the guy I am today.
Yeah, I actually joined the Army in 2006, so it was 2 years after I graduated high school. I hadn't really done very well in high school. There wasn't really a good home life for me. Lived with my mom, spent a lot of time, with the power out or seeing bill collectors call. And I was really not going anywhere in life, working probably around 70 or 80 hours a week, and life was just going nowhere. And one day, decided to go and see what the recruiter said, and less than 30 days later, I was in basic training.
In basic, you learn discipline and you learn Army values and ways to accomplish things without putting yourself first.
When we're in high school and you're a senior, you may feel like you have no other option. You may feel like you don't have a future, or you just don't know what you want to do yet. And at the end of the day, military is always an option.
My advice is, if it's even a thought right now, talk to somebody, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, a recruiter, and get to know more about the military.
I did not think I would ever join the military, nor did many people think I would join the military, let alone be in for 12 years now. There is something for everyone in the military, whether or not you want to join for school, whether or not you want to join to serve your country.
You're gonna put strangers and people that you have no idea about before yourself, and you're gonna appreciate that.
It will teach you respect, it will teach you how to become an adult, and it's always safe. It could pay for your college. If you really don't want to do it after, it could be a possible career. You make more friends in the military. There's tons of people that do it. So I feel like if you're stuck and you don't know what you want to do, just talk to a recruiter and see where your options lie. And I feel like it could be a really good option for you.
There's so many jobs out there. You can be an accountant, you can be a nurse, police officer, and it's something that's going to set you up for your future. No one's going to look at military experience on a resume and think of it as a bad thing.
When people think about the military, sometimes there's a stigma against it, but there is an opportunity for everybody in the military, whether or not you want to join to serve your country, or you want to join for college, or you just want to join to see the world. The military does have something for everyone.
On Monday, we will not have classes in observance of Veterans Day. Sunday, November 11th is, however, actually Veterans Day. On Sunday, there will be many ceremonies and parades to honor our veterans. Why is November 11th designated as Veterans Day? The answer to that question is of special importance this year. This year marks the centennial celebration of the end of World War I, also known as the Great War or the War to End All Wars. The war had a profound effect on American soldiers, who were called doughboys. The Americans tipped the balance of power and helped to win the war. The armistice ending hostilities took effect on November 11, 1918 at 11 a.m. Since the armistice, the date has become important in the United States and in the Allied countries of Europe. It became a day to remember all those who served and those who gave their lives in the war. Many American soldiers rest in cemeteries in France. President Wilson officially established the holiday on November 11, 1919. It was first called Armistice Day, but it became Veterans Day to honor all veterans in 1954. In Europe, it is still known as Armistice Day or Remembrance Day. One of the ways that Remembrance Day is observed in the United Kingdom and Canada is by buying and wearing red poppies. The red poppy became the symbol of mourning and remembrance because the fields of Flanders and northern France, where much of the war was fought, are covered with red poppies in the spring and summer. A famous poem, In Flanders Fields the Poppies Blow, also contributed to the popularity of the custom. They continue to be a symbol of remembrance in the UK and Canada, with many people wearing them for a week. Poppies were also worn here in the United States on Armistice Day and Memorial Day. Here they are made by disabled veterans and sold to raise money for veterans organizations. Unfortunately, that custom has been slowly fading away in the United States, and people stopped wearing them on Veterans Day, and few do so for Memorial Day. There is, however, a movement to get Americans to buy and wear poppies again on those holidays. So, on Sunday and Monday, as you enjoy a long weekend, I encourage you to think about the centenary of the end of World War I and those brave soldiers who fought in Flanders Fields and in the forest of northern France. Those who fought and returned home to us, and those who gave their all and rest in the fields of France.
Veterans Day, what it means to me is it's a day that honors the men and women who've bravely fought and have served for our country and everybody in it. And it also gives the younger generation, such as myself and other recruits, the courage to actually go in and serve for something they think is right. And I think that's amazing.
Veterans Day just seems like a way to pay due diligence and just respect the others that put their lives and just everything out there in the line to keep our country safe and fight for a cause and show bravery. And they're just everything about it is just really respectful. So I feel like this is one way as a civilian or just anyone in general to pay respect towards them and just thank them for what they did for our country.
So being a veteran of today's generation, on Veterans Day I like to look back at the past generations, mainly the Vietnam vets, the veterans from that era.
It helps me reflect on those who I've served with, who have served in the military with me, and family, friends, and also appreciating what our family sacrifices. Because when I deploy and I go overseas, my wife is back here with my kid, and that's another aspect of it. And that's what Veterans Day means for me.
In Flanders Fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid guns below. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders Fields.